Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm going to be doing it here in David's kitchen. We're going to be doing another amazing experience of cooking quickly and working with things under $6. So we're going to get started. Lighting isn't perfect, but hey, we're going to work with it. Actually, I think I can improve it if I just close my beautiful view out the window here. Yeah, it's the one thing I really enjoy is having a view of the Olympic Mountains out my front window. I had to tell my neighbor, could you not plant a tree in front of it? That'd be great. Hey, the tie's in the other room. This is the pre-show, man. You should not hear a buzz in the background. Nothing's happening. It's me and my coffee. I don't see any buzz in the background. You're all hearing a buzz in the background? Really? Is everybody hearing a buzz in the background? There's no buzzing. Yeah, they're just messing with us. Thank you. Hey, sounds perfect over at iBlog. I don't know what's wrong with Theodore Bundy. Theodore Bundy, you're here. Wow, that's nice. We all think that you got framed, Theodore. So when you took out a couple $1 million in federal loans for your property. My mic is fully plugged. Yes. Well, let me take a look here. It's Technology Thursday, so my mic is it's in the proper setting. I think what I could do is make it a Realtek system. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. How about that? Is that any better? Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay, today we're going to start with chicken soup because Sarah is sick. She's got laryngitis, and I'm going to try to make her something really good. So, the first thing I'm going to do is pull out these amazing knives that were given to us by Meow TV. And this is the 67 layers of Damascus steel. We'll be cooking with, today we'll be cooking with the medium-sized one. So I'm going to pull it out of the box. It's now a part of our show. Always keeping the blade away from you, and I'm going to pull the tip off. And I'm going to give you a tip. Don't get near a sharp blade like that. This is one of the sharpest blades in the world. I saw how these things were made. I was amazed at the quality and workmanship of these. Anyway, not to belabor the point, thank you. I know, I'm making soup. It's thoughtful of me, yeah. First order of business is celery in the chicken soup. So I'm going to open up this container of, excuse me. I got this organic product from the store. Very good product, by the way. It's made by Safeway. I'm going to pull out a couple of sprigs of celery here. One large stalk or two small ones is fine. Okay, and then I'm going to take a portion of an onion, and let's get that on the screen for you. Now, this is a quick way to make chicken soup for all of you who are in dire need of ideas to solve when you're sick. And I certainly don't want anyone to feel like, gee, you're sick and you don't want to make chicken soup. So if you're all alone, you can probably pull this off. Great product is available now. Organic chicken noodle soup. See that? Progresso makes it. It's non-GMO. And it's a really great product. I'm going to put this in a container on top of hot cooking vegetables. And the vegetables are very simple today. We're going to use a little bit of onion, a little bit of celery, and a little bit of carrot. Onion, I'm going to use about a third of this onion. And there you go. I'm also going to add garlic. So here we go. I'm going to cut the onion with a very sharp knife. Here we go. I put the edge on the blade. I just hit the other side with a little bit of a hit. Because if you try to manipulate that knife on its own, it could wiggle around, it could hurt you. That's how sharp this is. Now watch how sharp this knife is. It's phenomenal. You don't even feel it cutting. I cut the base off of this piece right here using my nail on my one thumb, because my other thumbnail fell off. Finally fell off, which is fine. I have a Band-Aid over it, as you can see, so I'm good. Okay, I'm going to take on a medium burner in the back. I'm going to start this up on level 3. It's a standard stainless steel container. It doesn't take more than that size to do what I'm going to do here. Going back on the onion, I'm going to slice it this way. Cuts like butter with this knife. It's amazing. It makes this job so much easier. Always keep your eye on the knife when you're cutting. Never take your eye off the knife. So when I look up like that, I'm actually holding my hand steady. There we go. All right. That's done. I'm going to go ahead and do the same with the celery. I chose a small knife because I don't want a big thing to maneuver, and I think that's a great small knife. Now, this takes, you know, cutting the stalk. You want all the roughage you can get in here. Normally I would de-string the celery, but I'm not going to do that. And just cut off 1/4 inch chunks, like so. Great. And as you know, I really like these carrots that are organic that they sell at Costco. They are really easy to work with. So what I'm going to do is throw a little oil in the hot pan back here. So I'm going to choose some olive oil. Just about a tablespoon. Okay. No more than a tablespoon. You don't want to overdo the olive oil. All right. So I'm just reading chat here. Yeah, weren't those amazing? And thank you, Meow TV, if you're still there. Yeah, that's just an amazing knife. I've never experienced so much ease in cooking. You've seen a blind person cut onions on a Ramsey's contest show? That's nice. I'm glad Ramsey's putting everyone through hell, because that's where he's going. Hey, Dr. Meow. Yeah, I just can't imagine a person turning cooking into a hellish experience, just like camera failure. Is that flipping around again? I thought I had this managed. Unbelievable. Yeah, I hope it doesn't. Yep, it's doing it. All right. I have a backup wide angle camera I'm going to be using instead of this one. So we're going to pull this camera out right now. There we go. Device is not available. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and put a new camera in. Yeah, that's nice. We did this last week. I thought I had the thing fixed, but apparently the software update didn't get that to make it happen. So here we have another camera, a wide angle camera. Much more likely that you're going to see my feet. I kind of like this camera. Okay, take it off the foot shot so you can't see the feet. Today's organic Progresso will be going into this mix. I'm going to put the onion. I'm going to take about this many carrots, and I'm going to dice these. So. Hang on. There we go. I see you. All right, I'm going to just dice these into about the same size 1/4 inch chunks. So you hold them like this. You can't really see me doing it, but don't worry about it. Everything's going to cook very fast on a level 3. And then we're going to cook, once we get these things glazed, with with a little bit of spice around them, or a lot of spice, I should say. We'll get these all glazed and we'll put them in the pan. A little sizzle going on. Put that right back on the stove, cover it up, seal it. Get that level 3 cooking pretty well. I'm going to show you a new product I picked up. It's called Organic Sprinkle. I got these for 99 cents. It was wholesaled Bragg Organic Sprinkle, 24 herbs and spices. I'm not going to read them to you, but I can tell you this stuff is amazing. I've tried it before. I'm also going to be using Italian seasoning for the chicken soup, but you can just use Italian seasoning, onion powder, and garlic powder if you have nothing else, or one of the above. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle these sprinkles, organic sprinkles, on here. Yeah. Let me put about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning in here. I eye it on. And I'm going to go for a teaspoon of this organic sprinkle. There we go. Now those are the ingredients, like oregano and basil and thyme and rosemary and all these things, that are actually really good for a person who's got a cold, because it helps build your immune system. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So let me get that covered up. I'll give it a little stir with my wooden spatula. All right. Just let that cook on the stove with just the one tablespoon of oil in it for a while, and then we'll get to the next thing. So I'm going to also be making some chili today. Now I've got some items here in my... Oh no, 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 no. You can't call me now. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get into Periscope right now. I'm so sorry.
Yo, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Hey, can you clean up the Vaughn chat a little bit? There's a lot of trolls that talking about nasty stuff.
Okay, thanks, man. Which one in particular?
No problem.
Which troll in particular?
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're talking about your feet and.
Yeah. Well, the feet thing is actually, Dennis, you're going to be kicked out for a while. Yeah, as in permanently banned. Thanks a lot, Travis. Appreciate it. Periscope didn't go up today, but I'll be putting it on at 6 o'clock. So, all right.
Great. Can't wait.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
I've finally got people calling who are legitimate. Isn't that great? That's a nice feeling to know that some people are starting to take this seriously after 10 years. I know. I couldn't believe it. An actual person. Wow, that was really, really refreshing. I know. Yeah, check out these amazing tomatoes I've got here. See that? In David's kitchen. These tomatoes have to be eaten. They've been ripening as far as I'm going to take them. And like this thing, I don't even know what to do with that. It won't ripen. It's just, this is from last summer. Yeah. So I rinsed everything off. It's all clean. Yeah, I'm going to throw a little garlic in now, just a tablespoon, in the chicken soup. I want it to meld with all the other ingredients. So I got this California minced garlic we pick up. Really good stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put a tablespoon of that in there. And meld these ingredients together. What I'm doing is softening up those herbs that I just put in there, and I'm going to go ahead and add the once they glaze. I'm going to take a little bit of water in there and just kind of steam them a little bit, just a splash of water. and then give it a little shake. And that creates a nice little roux and gets the thing going, because you're going to get those herbs that I was describing earlier to be really building your immune system against any disease. Now, the nice thing about the chicken in the soup idea is I got this for $2. You can find them for $3. But it's really easy out of the can. So for under $5 actually, you can make chicken soup. But you can expand this recipe with 2 cans and keep it under 6. I know I'm cooking out of a can, but go ahead.
Call from.
Yes, Dennis. What can I do for you? Yeah. Because you were using references to gay references to feet and all kinds of things. Yeah. All right. Okay, so go ahead and give me your name again. I'll unban you. Dennis Rader. Okay. I appreciate you calling. That's Rader. No kidding. Dennis Rader did the train. Well, unbanning Dennis _Rader. Okay, man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, Dennis Rader is going to be unbanned. I must have made a mistake there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. These tomatoes are going to have to be cut up. So I'm going to put them on a plate to cut them. And let me get that plate close up. Yeah, I need to get those started in the other container because I'm making chili, right? Yeah. All right, so we're going to turn this back here onto level 3. All right. And I'm going to fix my cufflink because this is not happening. Thank you. No, we allow people to call in, but don't sexually harass me. Oh, you can be gay and watch the show. Yeah, absolutely. But, I thought it was somebody else. All right, we're going to turn that on to level 3, let it roll. I'm going to take these kind of pinkish, reddish tomatoes and kind of work with them here with this knife. I'm going to do what is called cutting them in half. So that should be fine. I'm pulling off the little top. You don't have to do this with a chili, but if you've got some old tomatoes around, this is a fantastic way to get things rolling. I want to get rid of some of these because I know that I'm never going to eat them until they turn absolutely right, and they're already getting a little squishy, And of course, cut any blemishes off. These were grown in the gardens last summer, and we just need to open them up so they don't, have tight skin on them. But they're still green inside. You can see this. See? All right, I'm not going to do a lot, just a plateful. Now you can replace this with typically diced tomatoes. And these are no salt added diced tomatoes. I'm going to use this can too. Typically you can get those at the market. You want to balance your tomato ingredients with 2 different things. Salt, and choose, of course, non-GMO if you can find them, or organic. Because tomatoes do have a bit of a... All right, I'm just cutting this up. I wanted to get rid of a few of these on this particular round of cooking because I think it's necessary to keep things rolling. Yeah. And some of them just have to be eaten, It's like, oh, okay. Hey, I'm ready to put that can of soup in the other, with the other soup. I'm going to pull the tab on this. Amazing Progresso organic chicken soup. Really easy pull tab. And I'm just going to throw that right in on top of the hot vegetables. So you're going to see me do that right now. Ta-da. And I'm going to add a little bit more water, I think. I'll go right in the can. I put about a half a can. no more than a half a can of water in there if you want to stretch it out. I'm just going to let that sit for level 3 for the remainder of this cooking cycle, and Sarah will have one heck of a nice little chicken soup. Talk about easy. Is that not the easiest thing ever? Those weren't rotten, Mad Dog. No. No, they smell like fresh tomatoes, dude. I know you're, are you looking at the rotten one right here? Oh, yeah. This is rotten. See that? I want to show you that's rotten. But on this rotten tomato is a possibility of something fresh. So I'm going to cut it in half right here. Look at how easy this cuts. That's rotten. That's rotten. That's not rotten. You can always smell rot. It has a distinctive flavor. It's the smell of dentrification. It's the smell of disease. But this is okay. So I'm going to cut this up and put it right in there. Because I didn't want to waste it, and I knew it wasn't, all going to make it. But some of these are like kind of weird. They're like, they're just ready to kind of like press in. I know they're not going to ripen, so this is a perfect venue. And I'm really not concerned about the little stems. I just want to make a big dent in this and kind of move on here. I think I've made a big enough dent. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm going to retire this knife for now. So, set it on the side. Now I'm going to put oil. I'm going to put olive oil, two tablespoons of olive oil in the pan here. Now I got really good olive oil at Trader Joe's, who claims to be packing it in Italy. I'm assuming it's not canola oil. But recently I did some shopping, and I found 100% organic extra virgin olive oil from California for $5.99. So that's not bad for all that olive oil. Keep an eye for organic. Okay, so we're done cutting those little tomatoes up, and I got rid of the rotten ones, so thank you very much. Oh, you saw my socks. Oh, aren't you the clever little foot fetishist? Yeah, Theodore Bundy. I don't put kidney beans in my soup. I'm going to use today chili beans, which are not kidney. They are, right. Anyway, I had a can of this for $1.10. I have to eat up. I also had some really cheap salsa I have to eat out of my cupboard from 10 years ago. It's always been packed in glass, and I bought this for $1.49. So I'm going to put this amazing Santa Fe chunky salsa in this too. First order of business, though, is I'm going to get those tomatoes onto the plate to sweat. So just throw those onto the pan like that. And I'm going to start cutting up some onions and carrots on top of that. And I also picked up a red pepper today. I got this for $1.25. It's from Mexico. It's not organic, but it doesn't feel like it has anything on it, so I'm going to rinse it off anyway. There it is, rinsed off. So we're not going to put celery in the chili. Yeah, I just don't believe in celery in the chili. I had to get a pepper too. Now you've got alternatives too. If you have these little cans, you could buy these pretty reasonably, like diced green chilies. Ortega, fire roasted. They're mild, but it's something you could throw in the chili without a green pepper, because a lot of people don't want to go to the store and buy a green pepper like I did today. But I, had a good time, went out, saw the town. And I'm going to use those diced tomatoes. So the ingredients here so far up to this point cost no more than $4. It's actually $3.50. But it's not even. I mean, if you look at all these cans, This tomato paste I'm going to expand out to create a larger tomato sauce. This only cost me 33 cents. Typically you can get these for about 49 cents. So I'm going to actually show you how to expand that out right now. Yeah. We'll get that soaking right away. Okay, typically what you want to do is, while those tomatoes are sweating in there, I'm going to pop this can open here, and with a can opener, and kind of open it right up, and then I'm going to push it right into this Pyrex container with a spoon. Pop the top off. All right, I'm going to put all of that in there. You can definitely get these cheaply, and they save you on tomato sauce big time. You can make about the equivalent of $1.50's worth of tomato sauce with a 33-cent can of tomato paste. And the good thing about tomato paste is that it is salt-free. Or low salt, I should say. So you go in there and you kind of move it around like so. Getting everything off the sides. Yeah. Just pour it right in there. There we go. You may have to do this with a second container of water. So it's best to have some extra water on hand, which I don't have. So I'm just going to use some filtered water in the sink here. And one thing you could do is go like this. Cap your hand like this and go like this. And watch it drip all over yourself. And have tomato stains all over your clothing. Yeah. All right, that's just an idea. I'm going to throw that in there. I got most of it. And I'm going to take that spoon and just mix it up. There we go. Just start mixing it up right there. All right, we're running a little late, so I'm going to turn the temperature of these tomatoes up to level 6. I'm getting those tomatoes to cook down. Sweating them takes about an hour and a half. You usually do that in a toaster oven at 300 degrees. Do it on the stove at level 6 and you'll have it done in less than 10 minutes. Hey, how you doing? David, you don't own a small rubber spatula? I don't use rubber in my kitchen. No. I have rubber spatulas, but I try not to use them. Stainless steel and wood. That's all I work with. I don't buy these stickless ceramic pans that they try to sell you. I don't believe in that stuff. This is just a spoon. It's called a spoon. My family developed the spoon. We don't charge you for it. Yeah, Spoonheim. We actually were the originators of the spoon in the Bronze Age. All right, moving on. I'll have to pop these things open too. I might as well do that now. Now you don't want to have a dirty top when you clean something that's been sitting in the cupboard forever and ever. You want to make sure it's clean. Otherwise it'll have dog hair on it, or cat hair, or whatever the hell you have. So always rinse off the can before you start cutting it. There we go. And this already has a chili sauce in it, so there's plenty of spice in there. It's chili sauce already in there, which is great. I'm going to take those onions now. The remainder of the onion, I'm going to cut it, taking the bottom off. Now somebody asked me, how do you cut an onion so it doesn't cause you to tear up? Well, you hold your head away from it like I am right now, and you don't look at it. You don't breathe it in. But there's an even better way to do it, and that is to do it underwater. So if you happen to cook in a situation where you've got a big bin of water, if you want to cut onions, like a lot of them, you can always peel them underwater. Don't cut them underwater because it'd be kind of hard to filter it. But all right, we're all set to do our final cuts here. I definitely need this onion in this pan right now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. with that wonderful knife. Amazing quality. Still has a perfect blade. Fantastic. I was thinking what to use the big knives. So I'm going to have to cut a roast with the big knives. We're going to have to somehow make a roast. Okay, so I'm going to throw those onions right into the pan right now. Whoa, that's a lot. It's good. Yeah, outstanding. Yeah, I do have some spatulas, some, plastic spatulas. I like these hard plastic ones. They're pretty good. I mean, for ladles, you can get these at the dollar store for $1. I prefer cooking with wood, though. Like this. Or like this. And I'm move these around. And I really want to put those carrots in too, so I'm going to put the carrots in right now too. So let me take the rest of the carrots out. Cut those into 1/4 inch squares again. Tightening your fingers around them and keeping your fingers straight down so you don't want to get near that blade. Great job. Great blade. Incredible. All right. Awesome. The pepper and the garlic go in toward the end of the cooking cycle. It's just these vegetables that take a little longer go in here. Now all the beans are pre-cooked. Any kind of bean you buy in a can is always pre-cooked, so you don't have to cook them that long to make a speed chili. Whoa, that's really coming in there. All right. Fantastic. I love the smell of hard cooking vegetables. My spices are at least a year out of date. I mean, I admit that this is a $5 spice normally. I got it for $1 because it's reached past due. Best by 12/19/2019. So it's actually good till December. Yeah, go ahead.
Call from.
Yeah, you can't call me without leaving your name, so I'm going to keep the phone off for tonight. Yeah, I know. It's on the burner, thank you. Do you see any burn marks on it? That's because it's never had a burn problem. Okay, we're done with the cutting board. Now I go back to the cutting of the next ingredient. Now I saved $2 for the final ingredient here. It's very important you have some meat in this chili. Thank you for looking out for me. Yeah. So I picked up this Hillshire Farms premium pork cheddar wurst. I got this for $1. You can find these for $1.99 when they're past due. It's still perfectly fine. I froze it in November. It said it's good till November of 2018. So I froze it in November. It was good in November of 2018. Yeah. Oma is driving and iVlogging. That's crazy. Should not be doing that. Welcome, iVloggers. Yeah, I'm David. David's Kitchen. Quick chili and chicken soup under $6. All right, so this is a $1 package to me, but I allotted for $2 for you. No, 2018, not 2008. I just got this last November. I put it in the freezer. Now these sausages have cheese inside of them, so they really taste good. I'm going to go ahead and rinse them off in the sink. Hello. A little filtered water on it. My sauce will stir. Okay, we're ready for spices. So I'm going to do the spicing. I'm going to add a tablespoon of chili powder to this, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and I'm going to use more of this sprinkle, 24 herbs that I got from Bragg's Organic Sprinkle. Amazing product. I can't wait to try it. It's going to have some good taste. So I'm going to take these sausages and cut them straight down this way. Make sure the knife goes all the way through, otherwise they'll stick together. And nice chunks, because you're gonna want these things to cook into the chili. About a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch in size. What's that? Yeah, I want to keep that clean. Okay, and then always cutting straight down, always keeping the blade away from you. You can see the cheese inside of it, buried inside. That's going to make for a very interesting flavor. Okay, I have got it ready. And I'm going to turn that chicken soup down to a simmer. So you can turn the chicken soup down to a simmer. You can also add more garlic to the chicken soup. I think I'm going to do that. Because garlic is one of the critical things that actually prevents people from actually getting sick. It improves your immune system. So, yeah. Looking for my spoon. Oh, it's in my tomato sauce. I have to make some more water. Hang on. I got this new zero water filter. It's so cool. It comes with a meter. It's a zero water filter, zerowater.com. It comes with a meter. You can check the total dissolved solids inside of it. I haven't activated the meter, but I'm just going to show you how easy this is. Okay, I'm going to turn that rear burner down to 3 now that I got it really hot. You got to watch your burners. Yeah, and all you have to do is fill up the top like that. And it uses gravity to filter water. It's really good. I highly recommend this product. Okay, and just cover it up and let it sit. And you'll have fresh water in just about 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Got it. All right, we're going to start getting our spices prepped. I haven't opened this one yet, so I'm going to open the chili powder. I'm going to take that spoon because I don't want to create a spoon mess. Use the same spoon, might as well. Okay, here we go. We're going to lift the cover here off of this. Thank you. Are you still looking at my feet? I told you to stop looking at my feet, dude. Yeah, ma'am. All right, thank you. All right, that's going off, and we're going to put the sausages in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and start putting sprinkles in there. So I'm going to put the equivalent of whatever it takes, you know. Sprinkle away. I'd say a teaspoon of sprinkles and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning is perfect, but you can go with 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, which is equal to a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. But you want to get the Italian seasoning in there for sure. There we go. And a teaspoon of chili powder, brand new container of chili powder. I'm going to go ahead and take the top off and just pour it right into the spoon here. Level teaspoon. Whoa, that's too much. I'll put it in there anyway. It's easier than dealing with it. All right, I'm going to put that spoon back in here and kind of give it some more mixing. Yay. All right, we're doing great. Now take and move it all around and cover it right up. Okay, come back here. Don't attempt to do that if you're living in a hellhole pigsty where nothing is clean, because you know everything in my kitchen is spotless. I have no chloroform or anything. What are you talking about? Chloroform? Why would I have chloroform? Hey, we're almost ready to put both these containers on slow heat and walk away. We're almost done. All right, so I'm going to throw that on the stove, cooking at level 3. Then I'm going to prep the next layer, which is this beautiful red pepper. Yay. We're going to pull the top off the red pepper by cutting right down the middle, throwing the interior away by severing the main artery. I'm just kidding. By cutting the outside of the seed ball. Now this you can plant in the garden and have fun with if you're really gung-ho. This is made in Mexico, and they have less radiation from Fukushima in Mexico, so I can honestly say that this may not be non-GMO, but it's definitely reduced radiation. And I want to thank all the Mexicans for living in a nicer area with less radiation than we get up here in the northern area. You're lucky. Okay. No, it's not called placenta. No. Now, in the background of this show, we've had chimichurri's been looking straight at you. And it's my 25-cent container of chimichurri. I'm still trying to get rid of it. I'm going to throw that in there too. Not all of it, just, you know, just a splash. Enough for one more meal here. And now, let's not forget our garlic. Thank you. Let's not forget the garlic. Okay, another teaspoon of garlic, equivalent to about 4 cloves, goes in the chicken soup. And I'm going to put the similar quantity, but a heaping tablespoon in this chili. That's a lot of garlic. Okay. Now, I am going to cut this down. I'm shaving the sides down. There we go. I'm going to slice long ways, making sure I don't have any of these seeds in there. You want to get as many seeds out as you can. Slicing long ways with these great knives. Okay, and then I'm going to shave off the pieces into a smaller dice quantity. So in making a chili, you kind of want big chunks of pepper in there, so you don't want it to meld down to just small pieces, so that no one even knows you have peppers in there. I would have opted for green pepper, but today I just didn't really care. I wanted to go with red for color. Being it's a chili, right? It's a red chili. Okay, just cutting little 1/2 inch pieces off of this red pepper. Almost done there. Coming up on 51 minutes past. Great. Yeah, I love these knives. Right down to the tip. It's just razor sharp. Fantastic. All right, we're good. A little blemish there I want to get rid of. You got to make sure that you pull the labels off of these things. You know, that's the one thing that you don't. Some of these have little labels on them, so you got to make sure you don't have a label on there. Always, no one wants to be eating a dinner and say, "Oh wow, what's this?" It's a label. You're eating the label. Oh nice. Okay, that goes in there right now. You take the beans. There you go. I'm going to start with the bigger container. Okay, you remember this, right? Yeah. Jar garlic does not have the same qualities as fresh. I get you, cod fishermen, but it takes so much more time. This is the Visionware made by Corel. A long time ago they made these things. These are amazing things. They are stovetop ready. Oh, really? I can't really help Dennis right now. I'm sorry. Maybe he can talk to a psychiatrist or something. Yeah, I'm not here to help him. You know, when something's been sitting around, I always like to give it a little wipe, you know, wipe it out, just for extra safety, and I use a clean towel, of course. I'm not so cheap that I would dry this out and, you know, hang it up to dry, although I've thought of that. Okay, this is going to go on the front burner. Actually, I'm going to switch burners right now. I'm going to move to the back burner with this. There we go. And I'm going to keep the front burner on level 3. I'm going to keep the back burner on level 3 because I'm going to throw a lot of ingredients in the back burner. I don't think so. Yeah, but what I'm going to do is make this large, huge Visionware my final resting spot that'll cook slowly on the stove. There's enough salt in this dinner to choke a horse. Do not add salt, Reptoid. Yeah, unless you're a reptile and you absolutely need salt in your diet. Yeah, you don't want too much salt. Remember, the ingredients in this is almost through the roof here. I'm going to start these chili beans out on the Visionware back here. But this one has, this $1.10 can of chili beans has impregnated in it 5,000 milligrams of salt. That's beyond belief. That's just ridiculous. I can't cook with 5,000 milligrams of salt. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry, it's 3,000. My mistake. I can do that. Okay, pour that in into your big bin with your level 3. And of course you can add a little water to it if you want, get everything out of the can. This can isn't more than 5 years old, so it's not exactly, it's got that lining too that's safe. So it doesn't have rust or anything on the interior. It's pretty decent. Yeah. See? See. Then take that expanded puree, put that in there too. Yeah. Then take some of that fresh filtered water you just made. Pour that in there. Give it a little stir out the door. You want to get all the residue off of that since it's all good stuff. If it looks a little loose, don't worry about it. It'll tighten it up. I'm still cooking my sausages on a high heat. Let me give everything a stir here. Man, that's a jet, all right. All right, coming down the line. Look at that. All right. Okay, now I'm going to take this level at the front up to level 6, and I'm going to leave the back at level 3, and I'm going to start cleaning up. Because one thing I can't stand is having a dirty kitchen. Oh my gosh! You saw my feet. Ah! Ah! Well, it's good I'm not wearing anything but socks. Jeez. Because as you know, I have perfect feet. I have very large feet, as you probably know. My hands are very large too. I have perfect feet, yeah. For a man who is 6'4", I actually have small feet. I have size 12 feet. Yeah. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, let me clean up the sink here. Throw some stuff in the compost. I'm cranking the temperature on these sausages right now. Running a little behind schedule. Very, very large hands, yeah. Okay, everything's down to melt over there. I've got level 3 on the back burner here. I'm going to take some herbs and put it on top of this tomato sauce. Like that. It doesn't hurt to have a little extra herbs in there. It already has the chili seasoning in, so you don't need any more salt. We didn't need this can of chilies, but you can always use the can of chilies if you need it. It's just one of those things. I got to get rid of this compost right now. All right, we're coming down in 3 minutes. Wow. This is close. Yeah, I probably should have, instead of talking about chicken soup, I probably should have been cooking the chili, but hey, timing is everything, right? All right, and we just have a little bit of plastic waste. Look at that. Not bad for a, not bad, buckaroo. Yeah. All right, cleaned up the surfaces, and we're all set to start the show. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay. You know, I'm going to pass on this one. But you can use this can if you want. I don't really need it. I have enough tomatoes in there to last, you know, with the old tomatoes I put in there. They'll still work. They're just as fresh, if not better, than the can. So, all right, we're pretty much set to go. I'm going to go ahead and dump it in there. Make no mistake about it. Well, let's be clear. Will this fit here? No, it will not fit there. Okay, I've got another plate. Well, let's be clear. Michael, okay, that'll work. Okay, I'm going to cover that up. We're good to go. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and move these containers together here. I'm going to take the tomato salsa, which I haven't eaten in years, but needs to be eaten. Oh, you got to be kidding me! It's giving me a problem at this time. Everything here is kosher, but I'm not Jewish, so. Ugh. Ugh. Use hot water, Dave. Yeah. Sometimes you could tap it on the sides. Let's give it a shot. Ugh. Yes. Success. Okay, that's going in there right now. Yeah, not bad for being 10 years old. Nice, just throw that in there. Salsa's great in chili. Some of the most award-winning chilies are made with salsa. If you're going for a Tex-Mex flavor, it's really a good go. Now you can add any kind of chili powder to this. Tex-Mex is fine. All right. Okay, I've thoroughly cooked the sausages and the peppers. Everything's steamed, as you can see. See that? Everything's nice and melted down. Okay, that's going in there right now. Great. Push everything together in there and then turn it on a level simmer for a full hour at least. Okay, we're done. We got the chicken soup over here ready to go for Sarah. And we got the quick chili here, which will feed a wrecking crew. I mean a wrecking crew. All right, thank you everybody for coming in. It's been great. Oh, body shot. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here and get the last of everything in there. You could actually rinse your plate out this way. Yeah. That water is perfectly fine, and whatever flavor's in there is perfectly good for your chili, so just go ahead and throw that in the chili too. Ta-da! Give it a stir every hour. If you have it on a low burner and your family's going to be eating it for the whole night. And I serve it with tortilla chips. You know, if you have some tortilla chips, pull that out and use it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another David's Kitchen presentation. We'll be uploading this later. Now I go into the regular room and start the show. We'll see you in just a bit. Thank you.